Alright guys, in this video I'm going to cover stacks. I'm very bullish on stacks. When I say bullish, I just think stacks will perform well since I feel it follows Bitcoin and it's one of the layers on Bitcoins, I believe. But I will show you something on stacks because I hold no stacks right now. Same thing, descending pattern breaks to the upside. We already had this discussion. So as I look at this, okay, so stacks is traveling down. And it's been traveling down since 370. It's on a descending pattern. You have bullish, bearish side. So now stacks is right here. I think the market is going to drop a little bit. So I have 0 stacks as it stands right now. So when I get my first entry on stacks, I want it to be below this yellow line. Maybe somewhere here, here, or here. So if I was going to purchase, let's just say $10,000 worth of stacks, I may buy 2,000 on this one, 2,000 on this one, 2,000 on that one. From there, I wouldn't buy more. I'll hold 4,000. I'll let it come up. If it comes up to this trend line, I may even sell it in profit. Once it breaks the trend line, I'll buy a little bit more because I know now stacks is going to go up. So I'm not going to be in a hurry. But I pretty much covered the main part of stacks because I've been making 4, 5, 6 videos. They're all following the same trend, same pattern, same descending, falling parallel channel. So there isn't too much to this. Most patterns, when it's going down for so long, it's either going down or it's going up. If it goes up, eventually it has to break down. If it's going down, it has to eventually break up. Ultimately, it's just coming down to that. Now, are there other patterns? I'm going to look at my cheat sheet. Sure, there's a ascending triangle, bullish wedge, bullish flag, bullish triangle, double bottom, triple bottom, invert head and shoulder, falling wedge. But you know, a lot of us don't know that much about all these patterns. And there's more. That's just some of the bullish pattern I said. Bearish pattern is there's also descending triangle, bearish wedge, bearish flag, bearish triangle, double top, triple top, head and shoulder, rising wedge. So there's bullish and bearish versions of those. So knowing what I know now, if I was, again, let's just say the total I'm going to invest in the crypto market is $10,000. I may slowly buy 5,000 and then I know it's falling down. I would not spend the other 5 till I got confirmation because I know that if it travels down, I'm going to get a better entry. If the highest part was 380, even if I bought it at the midway part of this pattern, just because I couldn't control myself, I would get it at 260. If I came to the midway point of that and I just wanted to buy just cuz, I would have got it at $2. If I come even today and I buy, I would get 146. So if this price keeps continuing, why wouldn't I want it at 130, 110, like whatever those numbers are? I can't just watch it. So I want stacks right now as we speak. But as I look at this trend, and I've been telling you guys the same thing, I don't want to buy. Now that I look at it, why would I buy? I rather buy stacks now looking at it after it breaks. Let's say it was to break 160, once it forms a candle right there. Yes, I get it at 170, but I know the movement is going to be good. But I could either buy it high while it's moving up, but at the lowest part of the trend, because I got confirmation it's going to move up and it's out of this pattern, or I hold my funds and I say, hey, let's let the pattern play out. Because if anything, and let me get out of this so I can show you, and let's say it decides it's gonna break out right here. Well, if it breaks out right there, even at the top part of the pattern, it's still gonna bring the price to 120. Why wouldn't I want the 120 price? If it continues to come down, which is like this line, it might even give me an entry at 90. Now, it may never give it to me, but so far, if you're anything like me, you heard this many times, you're never gonna see this price again. I bet there was people in stacks that said you would never see 280 again. You'll never see 240 again. You'll never see $2 again. You'll never see 170 again. You'll never see 130 again. Yeah, That's right. You may never see 130 again because you got a chance actually about 2 weeks ago at $1.05. You can't time the bottom. But let's say you bought it at 120. Well, if it continues to go down and you end up selling your stacks because that's just what you end up doing, you may never look at stacks again and you may never see that price again, but you will see better price. So when people say you'll never see that again, man, you should take them and throw them outside of your house. Matter of fact, they shouldn't be in your house to begin with. Enough with this, you'll never see this again. Get out of here. Man, that's like my most disliked line in crypto. You will never see it again. You know what? I never want to see you again because you are working my nerve. I have so many screenshots of people that say you'll never see LCX at 23 cents. Yeah, I hope I see 23 cents, but not because I want to buy it, because I want LCX to move up to 23 cents. So when you say you'll never see it again, yeah, if I never see it again, I might cry. Except I don't hold LCX. I let my LCX go while I was in profit. I let some go in loss as well. So this never see again. Guys, stop buying into all this stuff. If you have never experienced the all season, which I'm one of them, let's see if it's real. Let's stop buying into all this stuff. Let's stop buying into fear. Go read a book. Go learn about charting. Go learn about trend line. Instead of whining and crying, actually go learn something. I mean, you have nothing better to do if you're whining and crying. Now me, do I whine and cry? Absolutely. But when I'm done whining and crying, I have some free time. I read book. I mean, let me show you. I haven't got to this book yet. I'm reading a different book. But here, I'm going to read this book next. It's Charting and Technical Analysis. I did actually read this book and I went over the patterns. So, man, I'm filling up my time and I'm learning. I mean, I have to experience a full cycle. So even if the altcoin makes me money during altcoin season, my journey is not over. I have to see how the bear market works, how they recover. Is the coin worth buying in the future? There's so much I have to learn. So much you have to learn. Actually go learn. Forget about it. Turn off your crypto. Delete the app if you must. Go study. Go learn. Educate yourself. And this is something I said on a previous video. Pick out 4 cryptos. Draw your trend line. Start making prediction where it's going to go. Start making prediction if it's going to break out. Start putting your candle. Okay, if it breaks out, I'm going to buy. So you see, hey, look, this candle formed. It gave me the confirmation. What actually happens after the confirmation? How many times after the confirmation does it actually go that way? If you do 10 of them, you see 8 of them on a falling pattern that breaks to the upside. Once you got the confirmation candle and it does end up breaking to the upside, now you know it breaks to the upside. You have confirmed it 8 out of 10 times. If you play probability, you buy 4 cryptos based on that principle. 80% of the time means 3.5 of that pick is going to be right, even though there isn't a half of a fourth pick. But you get the point. I may just make 1 or 2 more videos today, and that's it. I just wanted to get some of these videos out. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake I made while I learned this. I want you to make better decisions than I did. There wasn't another me I saw that was guiding me. Everybody that holds crypto wants to pump their bags. Again, look at every video I have made. I haven't told you guys to buy anything. Pick the coin you like. Go check it out. Draw a trend line. Buy it at the best possible place. Everybody's pumping their bags. I want my bags pumped, but I'm not going to tell you, hey, buy this one to pump the bag. No, let the market do its thing. A wise man today made a comment. You can look in the mirror and say, hey, I look sexy, I look pretty. But if your wife or your spouse or your significant other, your husband doesn't say that to you, maybe you're not pretty. Maybe you're not beautiful. If you think you look ugly and other people are not telling you, maybe you're not ugly. So it's better to come from your significant other than you telling it to yourself. So that will wrap up this video, guys. Take it easy. And I'll make a couple more and I'll wrap up my day. My wife and kid will come home and I'll spend time with them. There is something outside of crypto.